Howdy doody. What's going on, everyone? Live chat. Okay, we'll see who's around. What do we got? It is 7:20 p.m. Eastern Time on January 16th. Can't believe it's January 16th already. Little Diet Pepsi action here. See who's around. All right. Hello, first person. How are you? Julio. What's going on, buddy? How's Alaska treating you? My first person is all the way over from Alaska. That's pretty cool. Hello, people signing on. Welcome. Hi. Do we have old Carl in the shop there, dude? What are you doing? Come on here. Come on in, bro. There you go. Good enough. Hello, everyone. Cole, what's up? Bipolar South for real. Yep. Joe, how you doing? Yeah, weather's been so weird lately. Pretty much across the nation, but definitely the eastern seaboard. It's pretty nuts. Jonathan, I've been well. How about you? Paul, hello. Good to see folks are around tonight. So I had like a viewer question that we're going to deal with a little later on in the video. We'll wait till everybody signs on. Emmanuel, I'm doing well. How about you? That's kind of what the title of this video was. A viewer made a comment about suspension. He's had a bunch of Tundras and the suspension differences and the seat differences between the trim levels. So I wanted to talk about that tonight in case you're in the market. I want some of your advice on his thoughts. Bees, what's going on? Marble, how you doing? Howdy from the Cape. Hey, how you doing? Howdy from the armpit of America, New Jersey, bud. Been cold the past few weeks, below zero. Good old Alaska. Guapo, what's going on? Maryland in the house. All right, good. Everybody well represented. Raptor, how you doing, buddy? High voltage, hello again. Below zero. Too cold for me, dude. Too cold for me, but it is what it is. I used to play pond hockey when it was so cold, it was stupid. Like, my mother would make me wrap my face in like a scarf underneath the goalie helmet, and that's not good because you get all the the snot and spit in there. Blech. Yep, don't miss those days. Hector, what's going on? Houston in the house. Severe storms and tornadoes Friday night. Snow Saturday morning. 70 yesterday. 42 today. 20s all week. That sounds like a really, really good time. You're gonna have a cold and a headache. That's when I get headaches, is when the weather does constant changing like that. J5, what's going on, pal? How you doing? Damn, Cole, LOL, you live in Arkansas. It's like that here. Yes. Michael says, how about it, Central Alabama? Here, Alabama in the house, boys. Kevin, 60s in SoCal. Yes. Hector from Fred Haas. My man Hector. My good, he's a salesman. So if you have any questions about the 93,000 Tundras he has on his lot, now's the time. I made a video. I want to talk about this real quick, too, because I haven't had a live stream since this video. I made a video about not being able to hunt down any double cab TRD Pros in America. I know Canada has a bunch of them, but I could never find them in America. But I never went on like TrueCar or Auto Trader or anything like that. I was just kind of looking through websites. And the three people who hit me up immediately, one was Hector, saying, dude, I got them on my lot right now. Which is kind of stupid for me to not go right to the source because Hector's cool and I talk to him all the time. I was talking about, and I probably should have made this more clear in the video, I was talking about more in the East Coast where I'm at. Like, I don't find them anywhere. But, yeah, everyone else was like, dude, just go to, like, cars.com. They're all over the place. I'm like, okay, I'll make that more clear next time. I apologize. You know, sometimes you don't think when you do these every day. Central Mississippi in the house for J5. Yes, yes. Fuel pump recall on my 2019 Tundra TRD Pro. Yep. Just put your VIN in and make sure you're there. It's not going to be all of them. It's just going to be ones that were produced in a certain amount of time. Excuse me. Raptor says, tons of snow here in Vermont. The old Tundra has been loving it. There you go. Very good. Be safe out there. And I'm not, listen, knock on wood here. Knock on the old Amish wood. Okay? And the reason I say Amish wood, if you're new to the channel, I got this desk that we're sitting at that was made by the Amish in Lancaster, PA. So this thing is built to last, right? But I will say that we haven't had any snow. I've been able to play golf all the way through so far. And now, because I just said that, we're going to have a blizzard tomorrow. But, you know, other than that. Chris, what's going on, buddy? Cole says, gotta love the South, Joe, which I do, but girl. Yes. Kevin J, what's up, man? Quick question from experience. What's the height difference between TRD coilovers suspension versus stock? Do you mean the TRD Pro suspension? If you mean that, it's 1.5 to 2 inches difference. Sir. Thanks, no problem, Hector. Smoking DeWalt, what's going on, buddy? How you been? I counted the stock coilovers have 8 rings, TRD has 9. So yeah, 1.5 to 2 inches. Falls right in between there. Johnny 5 says, these live streams get me through till the wife gets home. Got my red stripe. Jamaican lager. Red stripe. I haven't heard of that in ages. That was an old favorite of mine about 12 years ago. LOL, the entire house was built by the Amish, including the electric. Dude, they know their stuff, man. They're awesome. I mean, this table is legit. And built by hand. You can't beat that. Tori, what's going on, pal? How you doing? Michael says, isn't it ironic? Little Lance Morissette throwback. I work for Honda Manufacturing of Alabama. Build Ridgelines and Odysseys and drive a Yoda. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Shout out to you and your boys, though. And I know you don't make the CRVs, but the wife drives a CRV. Her entire family drives Hondas, and they do last forever. So you guys are doing a good job. Travis says, if they come out with a V6 twin turbo for the next gen, how reliable is that motor going to be long term? How long do you think Toyota has been working on this? Toyota doesn't jump the gun on anything. They obviously, pause there for dramatic effect, obviously take their time on everything they do. I feel there will be some reliability behind it, but you got to remember this too. You got to kind of think of the fact that turbos aren't the most reliable things in the world. So I really look forward to seeing what happens. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm going to buy one right away, so you'll see through my eyes. Red stripe is all we drink in this house. There you go, dude. Excuse me. Who makes the best... Okay, well, this is a question to everybody here because everyone's going to have a different opinion. Chris says, who makes the best leveling kit for a 19 Platinum? I'm going to say I like the Bilstein 5100 6112 setup. That's just me. There's so many different brands out there that make great setups depending on how much you want to spend. But because you're looking for a leveling kit, stay away from the spacer lifts and the block lifts. Get yourself... You should really check out that Bilstein 5100. I'm sure other folks will give you some ideas along the way. But if you're asking me, that's what I'm going with. Johnny Five says as far as beer. So there are other things to drink at Johnny Five's house instead of Red Stripe. Just write that down for anyone visiting. Kevin J says, damn, my E-Box are killing my drive terrain. You mean drive train? I'm ordering the TRD coilovers and replace the ones I have on. E-Box are really stiff. Just so you know, just a heads up, on the TRD Pro suspension, the TRD springs are E-Box, however you pronounce that. They're made by them, FYI. We build the Pilot and new Passport too. Okay, well, the parents bought a Pilot less than a year ago, so well done, sir. Very nice vehicle. I don't like eco mode, though. Eco mode scared me. I got in their car, and I drove to an Islander game, so I had to drive through New York City. And I had eco mode on, and it was like I couldn't get the car up to speed. I thought something was wrong with it, to be honest with you. As soon as I turned eco off, the thing was pretty fast, dude. We shall see if there are, or if they are as reliable as Toyota's 13-year-old Tundra. I mean, it's going to take some time to work the bugs out, but you never know. Desert Eagle, what's up? You may have already done this recently, but if you haven't, can we get a quick look at your patch collection, bro? Anytime you want, dude. Anytime you want. Here, let me flip the old Camerino around so you can see everything we got here. We'll start at the top. So the top row here going on, that is my buddy who died in 9/11. That's all his patches up top. Yeah, Fireman, FDNY, Ladder 4, baby. 4 truck is what they call it. Got the Army over there. Got a little Border Patrol, New York PD. Pleasantville is all my father's. Army 4th Infantry is my father's. Smith & Wesson Academy is the old man's. And then everything else. I'm sorry the camera's doing weird stuff trying to focus as I come down, but this is everything we got right here, boys. So feel free. If you guys are any emergency service and you want to be part of this, just hit me up. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Everything I have right now is up there. We're back. Oh, that's spin action, bro. Sorry. Give me a headache. All right, let's go back. I lost a lot here. Okay. Ooh, I'm way behind. Okay, I've been called a weirdo. Hi, Tim. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. I've been working at Honda Acura for 19 years, but I drive a Toyota. Acura, another great vehicle. My buddy works for Acura. I'm a weirdo. Kevin Pitts, what's up, buddy? What do you think the aftermarket suspension game will look like for the next-gen Tundra? I have no idea. It's going to take a little while for stuff to come out, but I'm sure stuff is being silently, not worked on, but there's definitely been some board meetings, we'll say that. Well, the iBox had me at 3-inch height with the stock set to the lowest setting, and I had to use 1-inch blocks in the rear just to even it out. Blocks, not a fan of blocks. Okay, Timmy says, heads up, I'm in the airport bar, got up at 4 a.m., and we'll get home at 9:30, delayed flight I'm ornery. Oh boy, that means he's been drinking, boys and girls. He's been drinking. I did see a picture earlier of you with the jack, so be good out there. I mean, it's perfectly even. I just don't want to invest in UCAs to gain more camber. 10-4. I think, hold on. I think I did find suspension I want. It's from Camberg, which is a great company. Too many choices from them, though. You might want to just contact them directly and tell them exactly the ride quality you're looking for, like what you're looking for in the feel and everything, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction. J5 says, if you have Mike Swear's ear tonight, we want a twin turbo 5.7, please, good sir. Don't forget Mike Swears has bosses, so that's a ton of patches. We're getting more and more every day. Yeah, every day I come home and there's another package in the mail of another patch. One guy was mad at me because there wasn't any EMT ones up there. So he sent me a couple EMT ones, and I'm like, dude, it's wide open to anybody. Anybody who has patches, Canadian military, I don't care. I like Canada a lot, so why not? There's Canada up there. There's Winnipeg SWAT. So, you know, you sent Cal B, dude. There you go. Let's see. Hello, Tim. Hello, Cal, by the way. Pickup Talk, what's up? No new videos. Busy man. Good luck, Johnny. Not gonna happen. Did your dad get a new truck yet? Exactly. Yeah. Good luck, Johnny. My dad did not get a new truck yet. I would think the summer. The summer will be when he actually makes a move. Thanks. I'll have to send some your way. Contact me, TundraDude34@gmail.com, and I'll give you all the info. Please do send. LL, I know it won't happen, but if we're dreaming, let's dream big. Twin turbo 5.7 with all-wheel drive and 6-speed manual transmission. Pretty please. Oh, boy. Hey, Tim, what are you drinking at the airport bar? Keep saying he is a weirdo. Nailed it. Killer. Maker's Mark. Neat. Not crazy about it. Too much. Jordan, what's going on, buddy? I'll buy it. I'll definitely buy it. When you've talked to Mike, have you asked about Esther? How has he mentioned anything? We don't talk next gen much, to be honest with you. You got to remember, and Tim can back me up on this. You know, they're just the engineers are recluse people, and what I mean by that is they can't talk about any of that stuff, man. But he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and Tim could back me up on that too. If they get rid of Leafs, how do you think they will perform off-road? I'm sure they're going to come up with something. They're not just going to get rid of them. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's the best part about this next-gen thing, is there's so many questions. Don't get me wrong. I want the questions answered by now, but there's so many questions. I can't wait to see what actually happens, what actually comes out. Well, I'm getting my TRD coilovers via priority. Okay, do it, man. I would lift it. I would lift the 2022, sure. When I get them, I hope my set shocks back up to 2.5. Okay, hold on, let's see this again. When I get them, I hope to set my shocks back up to 2.5. Copy that, 10-4. And remove the blocks. Yes, get rid of them. Bilsteins all the way, my good man. Yes, yes. Forerunner, I asked. Any word on the next-gen Forerunner? No. But I will throw that out for you. You know, it's funny you say that, because as I was answering you, I saw the runner at the end, and I apologize. 10 push-ups from me. Ugh. Little Diet Pepsi action today. I'm a little tired. Anyway, let's get to this question from this guy. I want to talk to you about this comment I got from this dude and see if any of you agree with this. I believe his name is Paul, but I'll get it right in 1 minute. Let's see. Paul. This is from Paul. I told him I would ask all you guys, so listen up. And while I'm doing this and while I'm reading this question, go ahead and comment where you're coming from tonight in the world. Where are you? Where are you? Let's see what state wins tonight. This is what Paul said. My local dealer calls me crazy, but I have driven and pretty much owned all trim levels, and I continually notice a marked driving and riding characteristic across the board. From my SR5 off-road to limited off-road, 1794, 2 Platinums, 2nd and 3rd gen, and now a TRD Pro. I owned a 2015 limited supercharger Tundra, and it drove like a lumber wagon, and traded that for a 2018 Platinum because it was that rough, and it was like night and day. It drove better, cornered better, just did everything better, except the wine. I missed that. Supercharger wine, boys. Now I'm in a 2020 TRD Pro, and it rides the same or a little bit better than the Platinum. I know there's a difference between suspensions, off-road versus luxury. Has anyone else noticed the difference? Also, seats were totally different in each vehicle, in my opinion. My dealer says they're all the same, but there's definitely a difference. Well, let's talk about the seats real quick. There's definitely a difference in the seats, and it's the covers. Okay, pretty sure. Don't quote me. All the seats, like the innards of the seats, are the same, and the difference is the cover. So like the Platinum gets the perforated, hardcore, awesome leather, the real neat luxury leather. They always say Lexus grade, and the Limited and the TRD Pro get more of like a, it's non-perforated. It's like a rugged leather. Like you could spill stuff on it, clean it up, no problem. It's meant to take a beating. The SR5 gets, well, they have a leather package now, but forget that for a minute. The SR5 gets your fabric seats, your cloth seats. So per se, the difference is in the cover. Okay, so for that one with Paul. Number two, as far as suspensions go, yeah, there's a massive difference in suspensions. Him going from suspension to or vehicle to vehicle, Tundra to Tundra, from different trims. The Pro is going to have, I always felt like the Pro has a nice, at slow speeds, I'm trying to say this so it doesn't sound stupid. At slower speeds, it is one of those things where it's a little bouncy, but not too much. When you're at highway speeds, it floats beautifully. The Platinum always felt to me very soft suspension, kind of like an old school Cadillac. Let me know if you agree with that one, any Platinum owners. Now, I changed out of that Platinum suspension. I have a TRD Pro suspension. But the Platinum at first, or the 1794 on the big 20s, always felt like it kind of floated across the road. The Limited has the same idea as the Platinum when it comes to suspension, but he wasn't feeling that. He wasn't liking the ride quality on that. SR5, if you get the TRD Off-Road, to me, and this is where I know a lot of you guys have TRD Off-Road, you can tell me what you think about this. I always felt like the TRD Off-Road was a little bit bouncy. And bouncy not in the way of like the Platinum where it floats over everything, but more bouncy like when you're driving down the road, it's kind of a stiffer suspension. So let me know what you think about that. But seats, totally, the covers are all different from trim to trim pretty much. And suspensions, the luxury ones are more of a floaty, and the TRD Off-Road, I don't know. I don't know if I really care for the TRD Off-Road. I've had it for so long, but once I got into the Platinum, I love that suspension. But let me see what everyone says here, and then we'll talk about it. This was meant for you guys to help him out a little bit here. He wants to see if he's crazy or not. I don't think he's too crazy. Let's see. So does the new Tundra look like the current Rams? No, I don't think so. I think the new Tundra, it looks like they took, with the rendering you're talking about, it looks like the rendering was like, they kind of took all the current models, at least the models that just came out, and kind of threw it into the truck. I don't think it's going to look like that. Why does everyone lift the Tundra? Not trying to be an a-hole, just wondering. Oh, good question. The 20, I like a nice level. I don't need to lift it any more than that. I like the look of a level truck for me. Excuse me. Emmanuel says the 2020 needs recliner rear seats and crew max and underseat storage from the factory. A lot of people say that. Blows my mind is the double cab comes with underseat storage. Truck will handle perfectly fine off-road without leaf springs. What is my Golf handicap? It depends, because I've done it a few times, and I'm going to say it's like a 14. Like a 14 if I'm just putting in the slope and the course rating at the one I go to all the time. I usually shoot high 80s, low 90s. That's usually where I'm at, roughly. So maybe like 17, we'll say. When I did my last one, it was 14. But what I do is basically every 10 rounds, I'll put in the information. But shooting high 80s, low 90s most of the time. Yesterday, abysmal, bro. 100. I shot 100 yesterday. I haven't done that in a long time. I just played like crap. I noticed the headlights are very car-like. Yeah. Pay no attention to that. North Dakota for Jordan. Cool. Dirty, sloppy, wet, mess-happy for J5. Kevin's in Tennessee. Having a fire because it's freezing in the Peg. Winnipeg for Cal right there. From a balmy 50-ish degrees Salt Lake City for Tori. Chris is in Iowa. Anthony says, I'm new to the channel. What's up, Anthony? Thanks for being here, pal. Thanks for all the information you provide, and I appreciate the 5% discount from Sparks Parts. Happy to help in any way I can. Feel free to ask these boys any questions on here you want, and welcome aboard. Thank you for being here, of course. What do you got, Anthony? What's your truck, bro? Kind of Tundra. Johnny 5, I'm wondering the same thing about lifting the Tundra. Johnny 5 says, Anthony, welcome and glad to have you join the channel. Absolutely. Welcome, Anthony, from Tori. Benito, what's going on? Kansas City, Kansas. Go KC Chiefs Sunday. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. The inside of my SR5 smells like black ice. I bet it does. Ah, those trees. Z Diver, what's going on, buddy? Got the 5 and the thumbs. I like it. I prefer the lowered look, but I understand it's not for everyone and not every vehicle. But it seems that everyone lifts their Tundra. There's not a lot of lower Tundra, but I'm sure there are out there. Travis says, wondering if the next gen will offer a rear locker. So weird they offer it in the Taco, but not the Tundra. I don't know. Remains to be seen. We shall see, though. We shall see, my friend. Kevin J. Mine does too. That's the best smell ever. Nice J5 from Kevin. Mike says, my 2016 Tundra, the bed would bounce all the time, and my son's car seat would shake bad. It was SR5 no lift stock. Was that a TRD off-road, Mikey? Let me know. Hi, Mike, by the way. Tewksbury driver, how you doing? Is the 2021 Tundra going to be the new truck or the same as the current truck? Current truck, from what I'm being told. 2022 will be the model year of the next generation. Steve says TRD off-road is stiffer ride. Thank you, buddy. I agree with you on that one, sir. And it's a way stiffer ride than the TRD Pro suspension. Just remember that. There's more travel in the TRD Pro suspension. It's not jittery. That's the word. That is the key word for the TRD off-road suspension. I felt like the TRD off-road suspension is quite jittery. So you feel everything you hit. The Pro suspension rides the bumps really well, but when you're in local roads, you can feel quite a bit of driver feedback, I guess we'll call it. I lifted mine because I spent a lot of time in the mountains on the rocky trails, just needed more ground clearance. See, that makes sense, Tori. That's functional. I would like to level my Tundra, but would that change the overall height? What leveling kit would you recommend? 5100 and 6112 Bilsteins. You can adjust it, high voltage. You can adjust it from 1 to 3 inches and in between as well. What it does is it takes your front end that rakes and brings it up in the front. So that will help that level look for you. What trim level would be best for towing a travel trailer? I don't think it's necessarily a trim level, but they do say, and Johnny 5 will definitely come through. He probably already answered your question, Chris. The double cabs can tow more. So you can't get a double cab anything over the limited. So you got the SR, SR5, and limited for the double cab. And Johnny 5, correct me if I'm wrong. And it depends on if you have 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, but I'm pretty sure the double cab is 9,200 pounds. But then if you get the double cab SR5 2-wheel drive, it goes up to 10,000. J5 will answer this momentarily, I'm sure, but we shall see. Excuse me. Tori, that's a good reason to lift. I am meaning the pavement princesses, the one in the city that never leave asphalt or cement. City boys, you Yankee. The TRD Sport handles like a dream. There you go. So the TRD Sport is actually Bilstein shocks that are set up for on-road travel. So that is pretty cool that you made that call, dude. Hans, what's going on? Cold in Chicago. I bet it is, brother. I bet it is. How you doing tonight? Other than freezing. It's probably windy there because it's a windy city. Sean D, what's up, pal? Hey, Mark, everyone just jumped on. Just ordered the newer Windjet taillights. Nice. We'll see how they do. I hope you didn't get the smoked front. And here's why I hope that. Well, let's see what you say first. New 2022 Toyota Tundra 6.5 box. Do me a favor, Sean, when you answer, say yes or no and then Windjet taillights just in case I have a bunch in the way where I forget what I asked you, because that happens every once in a while. Kevin J, is it wrong to add all these TRD items to my SR5, the TRD shifter, coolant cap, sway bar? No, do you, bro. Do whatever you want to your truck. Can you verify only Tundras equipped with the 26-gallon fuel tanks involved in recall? No, I cannot verify that. I'd have to look into that, but that doesn't make any sense. No, I can't verify that yet. Don't forget, in 2018 and 2019, most Tundras now have 38-gallon tanks. And those are the 2 years that are being recalled. I'll be able to tell you real soon because my father, I guess he could check if he's in the recall. But I wouldn't think it's just the 26-gallon fuel tanks. And you don't have a name. So, logo with no name. I could get back to you once I know that. But I'm just throwing it out there, total estimation. I'm guessing it's going to be 38-gallon tank Tundras as well, because there are way more of them than 26-gallon tank trucks now. I think the 26-gallon tanks are only in, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, SR and some of the lower trim SR5s. But we shall see. Hold on. Johnny 5, I do like both looks, but the lowered look is nice, especially the 07 to 13. I'd like to lower mine for sure. Would definitely help and stabilize 2-wheel drive with towing. It was not a TRD off-road. It was the TSS off-road appearance package. Okay, 10-4. Same here. We shoot better than 90% of amateur players. That's pretty okay. Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, Chris. I have my days. You know, like yesterday, I was all thumbs, man. And when I am sucking at golf, I feel like I have more fun because then I'm working to figure out why I'm sucking. All right? So, but yeah, you're always going to have good and bad days. Yesterday, not so good. How about those Titans? I don't know, man. Let's go Packers, I guess. Anyone going to watch the XFL? Answer that. I'd love to know. I want to lower mine so bad, says J5. Kevin J, add away, says Cal. I agree with Cal. Matt, what's going on? Going to ask, are you a Kyle Busch fan? And what are your NFL picks for the weekend? I'll put it to you this way, bud. I am a Eric Jones fan who is Kyle Busch's teammate. But right now, I should say this. I'm in talks. I like Kyle Busch. I'm in talks with Kyle Busch Motorsports to have TundraDude34 channel on one of his race trucks at some point this season. So go get him, Kyle Busch. My NFL picks for the weekend. Hold on. I'm going Packers all the way. Packers all the way. Although it would be nice to see the Chiefs make it happen. I don't really care for the Titans. It's kind of my thing. To be honest with you, no, I can't even say that. I'm not even going to say what I was just going to say because as a Giants fan, it's sacrilege. The double cab SR5 does go up to 10.2. Okay, that's what I thought. Now, but that double cab SR5 has to be a two-wheel drive at 10.2, though, no? Just asking. Sorry, I'm trying to find that thing. By the way, did anyone get any of those questions that I asked from the gentleman? What's your thoughts on the seats? We talked about the suspension. What's your thoughts on the seats? Let me know. Oh, man. Sorry. I was getting a text message from my wife. Just come downstairs, huh? But as far as football, one team I don't want to go anywhere is the Niners. I don't care about the 49ers. I don't like them at all. Shouldn't have traded Joe Montana. I lower mine definitely. Chris says the double cab, long bed, and crew max both and two-wheel drive have the highest tow ratings from the Tundra. DC long bed is 10,200. The crew max is 10,100. Okay. Eli, what's going on? Will 275, 65, 20 tires work on leveled 14 Tundra? You should be all right with that. Because I have 275, 70, 18s. 2021 TRD colors, there is nothing out there yet of that, Mr. Driver. Nothing yet. That'll probably come out early summer, that talk. Or at the auto show, they'll introduce the colors. They do that sometimes too. I forgot to add TRD headlights to that list. Get those TRD headlights. Yeah, TRD Pro. So most likely you'll get that at the auto show in February. Eli Taylor, yes, definitely. Cole says, there you go. Chris says, thanks. The DC6 5-foot bed two-wheel drive has a max tow rating of 9,900. Rock and roll. Earl, what's going on, pal? Hey, TG34, not Tundra Dude, Tundra Guy. We'll go with that today. Your channel helped me buy the Tundra. I have the 2020 TRD off-road, and I find the ride good. First off, congratulations on your purchase. Enjoy it. I hope I was able to help with everything you needed, and welcome to the channel, and all that good stuff. I'm glad you would listen, and that's the other thing. Everybody's different in how they enjoy the ride as far as if they think something is too stiff or, jittery or a good, smooth ride. So if you're happy, I'm happy. It's the way I look at it. It's your truck, right? No to the smoked fronts. I've heard how they are too dark. Went clear. You got to go clear. That is one of the main reasons I ended up getting rid of... Well, I was getting rid of the truck anyway, but they would have come off for sure because it was just... They were way too dark. People couldn't see me hitting my brake lights at all. Got to cut it short tonight, Mark. Thanks, Mark. Good night, everyone. Tori, be good. Thanks for being here, pal. Thanks, Cole, says Eli. I'm a fan of the Ebach Pro truck adjustable coilovers 1 to 3. Absolutely. Absolutely. No to the XFL, says Cal. Trey, what's going on? Is that 2021 Tundra leak real? No. It's a rendering. It's a guess. And in my opinion, it's not going to be like that. That's just my opinion, though. There are no true looks of it yet, so... I mean, the engineers have the looks, but we don't. Eli, no problem. I'm running 275, 60, 20, no issues. Rock and roll. Thank you, Cole. Good man. Jordan says 2022 Toyota Tundra double cab. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what the cabs will be yet, but I'm guessing they'll keep the same idea. Trey says, do you think Toyota will ever make a Sprinter van? I would rather load my dirt bikes in that instead of a Tundra. I don't know. I don't think they... The thing with Toyota is this, okay? So like a Sprinter van, like the Dodge and all that, that's more of a fleet vehicle, right? At the end of the day, a van like that is more of a fleet vehicle. Companies buy those. Toyota doesn't seem to be too much in the fleet game. I am seeing this, though. New York City taxis have gone pretty much all Toyota. But as far as like fleet like that, I don't know if they see a market in it, even though there is a market in it. But I don't know if they see it in their mindset of what they're trying to accomplish in the markets. But I would like to see that. I would like to see that. I mean, you could always buy a Sienna and just, mod it out the way you want. Get those dirt bikes in there. I'm pulling for Tennessee since they're the closest team to me. But other than that, it's college basketball all the way now. The Hogs are playing great. Smash that thumbs up button, says Cal. Thank you, Cal. By the way, Cal, I don't know why it took this long, buddy. There you go. Make sure you watch out for those buttheads. You are now a moderator. Can't believe how you dismissed Tennessee. Teams are... Hold on. Teams, as have so many Tennessee followers. And New England got beat now. Yeah, I don't know. Tennessee doesn't really do it for me. I don't know. Just as long as the 49ers don't win, I'm good. 3 Tundra forums seem to be in consensus that the Tundra involved in the recall are 26-gallon, not 38. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. That would be good for the Tundra owners just because there's a lot less out there. But like I said, it's a 2018 and 2019 recall. But, yeah, I'm just guessing at this point. The problem is, I think everybody has to go and put their VIN number in at the Toyota website to see if they're part of it yet. I don't even know if they have it up yet on who's part of it or not. I know they'll be sending out stuff in the mail in March, so I guess we'll have to wait and see till then. But I'll have my father put his VIN in, and we'll see what comes back. But, yeah, either way, just make sure everyone, doesn't matter what your fuel tank size is, make sure you check if you have a 2018 or 2019 Tundra, or any 2018 and 2019, because it seemed to be across the board, that you're not part of that recall I made a video about yesterday. Trey says, thanks for the input. I don't want to buy a Dodge or Mercedes Sprinter van. If Toyota made a van, it would be the best selling. I would think so. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a solution, like in the middle. But, yeah, for a dirt bike, you would definitely need something like a van. Because I was thinking, like, well, maybe just get like a Sequoia or something, but the Sequoia won't be able to do it. I don't think. Oh, by the way, charging the alternator on the Tundra is more of a pain than the starter. Oh, changing, excuse me, not charging. I bet it is. Funny you say that. My buddy that owns the dealership said Toyota isn't interested in the fleet business. Yeah, it just doesn't seem that way. I feel like if they wanted it, they could get it. Jimmy, what's going on, pal? I'd love to see a TRD Pro in cement again. Me too. It might happen. They bring colors back every now and again. Personally, I don't think Toyota should be in the fleet business, especially in the South. Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Rock and roll. Steve says, what do you think they're going to actually know, or when do you think they're going to actually know which Tundras are actually recalled, and why change the fuel pump after 10 years? This is my 4th Tundra, and this recall better not fail while we're up. I'll put my VIN in and let you know. Yes, Steve, put your VIN in real quick and come on back and let me know. I don't really know. I don't really know what happened, but there's some issue where they're stalling out. That's what the threat is, that potentially they'll stall out in the middle of traffic, your vehicles. So, we shall see. Paul says, I know the redesigned Tundra isn't coming until 2022, but do you think 2021 will have any updates or just a complete carryover? Ooh, that is a great question, Paul. My guess is because of what they've done in 2020 with the new screen and like the small little push button start and all that, I don't think you'll see too many changes. Maybe like something really basic, but I don't see too many changes. Like 2018, we saw the Toyota Safety Sense introduced into the Tundra, right? And it was like there was a few new grills that came out. Like the Platinum grill changed, the Limited grills changed. They did small little updates like that. We got the TRD Sport. 2019 kind of was just pretty much a carryover, right? But they brought back the TRD Pro in 2019. But 2020 was kind of I don't even want to call it a refresh. So I would think 2021, maybe they'll change something really basic and cheap. I don't think it'll be too much. If you're, holding me over a barrel right now, I'm going to say it's a complete carryover, but that's just a guess. Toyota doesn't make a full-size van, which sucks. Yes, the second people now. They all seem to be in agreement that 38 gallon can't be involved, or 2020s would be included in the recall. Well, how does that make sense, though? Because the 38 gallon fuel tank has been in the Tundra since 2016. Has been at least an option since 2016. So I don't understand that thought process. We're going to find out, though. Toyota trucks work for sure. Only reason I say that is because in the fleet business, they would lose money on them big time down here. 4.6 with 26 gallon was discontinued after 2019. This is correct. I was hoping for an 8-speed transmission. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think you'll get anything cool like that. Cal, be good, buddy. Be safe out there. What kind of aftermarket wheels would you rock on an 05 Tundra, or should I leave it with the stock look? No, I mean, do what you want. I really like the ones that I have, like the Ultra Motorsports wheels. Check, there's a bunch of different designs from them, and they're priced very reasonably. You might want to check them out. Ultra Motorsports. Put the VIN in, says no recall. Okay, so we're going to need, okay. Where'd you go, Toyota.com, Steve? I don't think they even know which VINs yet. That's what I'm thinking, too. That's why they're saying mid-March everyone will get their stuff out. So I guess it's a wait-and-see game. Show of hands. Montana Mike, how you doing? How many of you do your own oil changes on your Tundra? Not now, but have I done oil changes on Tundras? A bunch. A bunch. But I'm still in the... Dude, I'm actually not in Toyota Care anymore. I'm not in Toyota Care anymore. I just realized that. I just had my last Toyota Care. But have I done them? Oh, yes. I don't think I ever took my 09 in for an oil change. I did all of those. I did all my Tacomas. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I did my Jeeps. I did the 2014. I never did the TRD Pro. The pedal commander on Sport Plus mode is pretty good, apparently, what people say. You think they did a good job on the Super? Have you done a review? I have. I want to get my hands on one very badly. I think it's all right. I think there's still more coming. I think you're going to see the Supra go next level within the next few years. Keep an eye out. Why would the fuel pump be different just because the tank being larger? Changing oil on the Tundra is super easy. Yes. Doug, what's going on, buddy? Didn't even see you there. Hi. Welcome aboard, sir. The float might be different, but the fuel pump should be the same. Yes, Toyota, they won't know for a while. You know about Toyota Safety Sense recall before most dealers did. Thanks for the channel. Hey, no problem, buddy. No problem. Always happy to help there, Steve-O. Always happy to help indeed. Sorry, I just got to write a little something real quick here, and then I'll be back in a moment. I mean, I'm still going to talk to you. I'm still going to read stuff, but I just want to... Problem is this brain of mine never stops, so when I think of something, I got to go quick or I'm going to forget it. Just one sec, let me read these. Toyota four-wheeler. I want a 4Runner, dude. Can't write. I can't write. I should have got the plus size phone, whatever they call it. Sorry, one sec. Sorry, back. Okay. It makes the Tundra spool up a lot faster than what Pedal Commander does. Okay. Cole says, Johnny 5, I agree with you. On the fuel pump, doesn't make sense as to why the fuel pump would go out on a smaller tank. The gas cap on 18s and up have only one click like my wife's Lexus. Yes, I'm a one click on 2017, just for the record. I love it. I love it, love it. Even though, and this is going to spark a whole new conversation for the folks that are new to the channel, but in New Jersey, you can't pump your own gas. So you got to have somebody pump the gas for you, like an attendant. But the attendant, I always go to the same place to get gas, and they give it the grrr, even though you don't need to. So yes, I think it's New Jersey and Oregon. You can't pump your own gas. I was misinformed. I thought it started in 18. No, I'm pretty sure my 14 was a one-click too. My 16 was definitely a one-click. I'm a locking gas cap. Too many ex-girlfriends around, not getting in my tank. Oh boy. Oh boy. Careful out there, Cole. You know? Careful. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, but, okay, so my 13 only has one click, says Michael. There you go. Yeah, I'm thinking it's been around a while with the one click, just me. So we've already come to the conclusion that every suspension on every Tundra is a little bit different. I can definitely second that. Everyone does feel a little bit different. One thing I wanted to say to him, he was talking about his, he had a supercharged limited that he said felt just really slow and sluggish. That was what he was saying. Along those lines, lumbering was the term used. But I will say that when I went from double cabs, I had 4 double cabs before I bought a Crew Max. Going from double cab to Crew Max made me feel that way for a minute. I felt like the Crew Max felt way too heavy and was very top heavy, like wind had a major effect on it versus the double cab. It just felt a lot slower than a double cab. Now I'm used to, I mean, I have a supercharger now, but like in driving other double cabs that are the regular engine, I don't feel that way anymore, but for a minute there I did feel that way. Tell me if you agree with that one. What do you think the new engine is going to be? There's going to be a hybrid option. L Savage, how you doing? Great name. Hybrid option for sure. 3.5 V6 twin turbo. It's going to happen. Will there be a V8? Not sure. Steve says my 14 had more than one click. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Raymond, what's up? Smaller tank with less fuel. Maybe the pump gets hot. I'm sure the fuel helps keep the pump cool, similar to my outboard motor. All right, there you go. Boat owner. You think Tundra will have a hybrid engine? I think there'll be a hybrid option. I don't think it'll be all hybrid across the board. Oh, man, oh, man. Yeah, that's what the rumors are saying. The double cab definitely feels more nimble than the Crew Max to me. Absolutely. In driving like a press vehicle after owning the Crew Max for a little while, the double cab press vehicle I had felt like a rocket ship. It felt like in the corners it didn't float or anything. It was just very tight to the road. How about the suspension? Suspension, I'm not sure. I'm thinking you won't see leaf springs back there anymore. I will say that. I honestly feel that my Crew Max is quicker than the double cab. I had the double cab with 4-wheel drive, though, and the Crew Max is 2-wheel drive, slightly lighter curb weight. Slightly. Toyota Tundra SR5 cab, 6.5 box, lifted, would look sweet. Yes. If you're asking Crew Max with 6.5 bed, so many people have complained about that might actually happen. We shall see. I think there'll be a lot, and this is a total guess. 2022 model year, Mr. Savage. So that would be 2021 actual year, calendar year. Later 2021, but a 2022 model year. What would we say? Oh, I feel like the Tundra, and this is just speculation, but I feel like the Tundra next generation will have a lot more options than what we saw now, what we see now. I think you'll see some bed options, some engine options. It won't just be like you get 1 or 2 and that's it. Double cab, Crew Max. Okay, what engine? Okay, you're done. Oh, you're finally following me on Facebook. Hello, Mike. How you doing? Thank you for following me back, buddy. The 2-wheel drive Tundra is definitely quicker than the 4-wheel drive. I don't think I've ever driven a 2-wheel drive Tundra. There's just no 2-wheel drive up here. Not one. I have not seen a 2-wheel drive Tundra on a lot here ever. This is just that area where you buy 4-wheel drive because obviously it snows up here. So, I don't know. I know down south all you guys got is 2-wheel drive, right? Isn't the 4-wheel drives hard to find down there? Like Cole, Arkansas. All 2-wheel drive on the lot, right? And I know there's a fine line because a lot of people off-road down there. So, you'd want 4-wheel drive for the off-road. BS, I had to order my 2-wheel drive. Crazy, bro. Nothing up here. Okay. Here's what I gathered. The part number for the fuel pump, for the fuel pump in the 38 gallon is exactly the same for 2018, 19, and 20, but the 26 gallon is no longer available for 2020. All right. So this is something I'm definitely going to have to look into, person with no name. I really wish I could call you something. Punisher looking face dude. But I will look into this for you, so make sure you stick around to the channel. I'll make a video as soon as I know. Would like to send a short video of mine at idle. See if the noises are normal after the 2013 GMC. I'm paranoid. Send away, dude. Send away. If it's easier, now that you follow me on Facebook, just send it through Facebook Messenger. Whatever you want. Ow. Sorry. And you got to remember there, person with no name, there's a lot of other vehicles involved in this recall. It's not just the Tundra. It's a long list. I can go through the list. If you guys want to know the recalled vehicles, I could go through the list. Just let me know. 4x4 is more common here than the North. What? Every dealership I went to only had four-wheel drive Tundras. Mine was in the back corner, not really being shown because it was two-wheel drive. Okay. What were the Bilstein numbers for leveling purpose? For leveling purpose. What were the Bilstein numbers for leveling purpose? What do you mean by that? Say again. Two different dealerships told me that two-wheel drive Tundras are not common. I think, well, that's wrong. That guy's wrong. Or they're wrong. Because down in Texas, if you pull up two-wheel drive Tundras in some Texas dealerships, you'll see many a Tundras that are two-wheel drive down there, my friend. Mike says 3.2 leveling. Yeah. Yeah, so hold on, two-wheel drive Tundras are all over the South. There you go, person with no name says. I agree with him. Do not think I've seen a two-wheel drive Tundra since the first gen. I honestly can tell you I've never seen a two-wheel drive Tundra up here. Which is kind of funny because the first Toyota I ever owned was a two-wheel drive Tacoma. That was TRD off-road, if that makes any sense. Doesn't. New 2022 Toyota Tundra SR5 Texas. Yes. I have a two-wheel drive Tundra 2013, says Joey. There you go. Joey's got one. El Savage says, we build around 30 a day. So, there you go. So, Savage is working for Toyota, man. Interesting, being in the South, the only two-wheel drive I've seen is mine. They build around 30 a day. Hold on one sec. I got to go back here. 2021, 22. Oh, Savage is just testing me with all these questions if he works for Toyota. He probably has the answer to a lot of this stuff. Joey says Northeast Texas. Yeah, Texas has a ton. I always see a lot of them in the dealerships when I look them up. Cole says two-wheel drive Tundras have become more common. I like the two-wheel drive better than the four-wheel drive. I mean, if you're not going to use the four-wheel drive, up here having a two-wheel drive truck is useless. It wouldn't be too much fun when the snow starts. Savage, how many four-wheel drives do you yield a day, says Johnny 5. Florida has tons of two-wheel drives. Tundras, yep, cheaper to lift and purchase, for sure, for sure. Kevin says, what's the point of a two-wheel drive truck? Trust me, we are in the dark also. Okay. Glad. So are you on... Oh, well, I won't ask too many questions. I know the rules. I know the rules. But thank you for your hard work, Savage, down there in TMMTX. Four-wheel drive Toyota Tundra, Savage. Where's the plan at? 75% four-wheel drive. Okay, rock and roll. Well, Savage, can you answer that question? Oh, you wouldn't have the answer to that either if they're keeping everybody in the dark. They seem to be. They seem to be. If I pull in Tundra or... Hold on. If I pull in Tundra or RX out of cold in warm garage, both fuel pumps hum for a minute. Dealer says it's normal. You mean they hum for a minute? I'm so confused. Rewrite that one, pal. Higher towing capacity, better mileage, less curb weight, less mechanical maintenance. Hey, Savage, make sure you tell the boys down there in TMMTX I love their work. Big fan right here. If you have any patches, bro, send it in because we're putting it on the wall, dude. Joe says, on vacation in New Orleans, see more TSS than anything. Just wondering why they are everywhere down here. That is a Southeast Toyota Special TSS packages. That is primarily in the Southeast. That's why you see them all down there. You won't see a lot of TRD off-roads. They're there, but you won't see a lot. Yes, they both hum. Send you video to build pressure, I'm told. Okay. Well, if they say that, you're covered. Savage confirmed it. Two-wheel drive is less common by about 25%. You mentioned Bilstein shock setup for leveling front. Oh, 3.1 or 3.2. I think 3.2 is level. That would be your setup. That's the common setup, at least. I had a 3.1, and it's still... looked like the front was higher than the back, just a tad. But 3.2 seems to be the way to go. But we got to talk to the boys that actually have that set up. I don't have a 3.2 right now at all. I have a TRD Pro suspension, which is like a 2, 1.5 to 2 inch. Opinions on the Texas Edition Tundra. Okay, well, Savage is here now. Savage is talking for TMMTX right now. What next gen Tundra is going to be a game changer. That we've heard 300 times. I can't wait to see what comes out of that factory. But answer this, Savage. What is on the Texas Edition Tundra that's not anywhere else? Because I've seen the Texas Edition Tundra, like they put the flag on the back window, but other than that, I have no idea. Well, that's not surprising considering you can't even buy a two-wheel drive Tundra in Canada. Yeah, I mean, in Canada, there's just no market for the two-wheel drive, I would think. And if there is, it's only going to be a very low amount of units sold. Wish they told the customer. At first, I thought I had 2 lemons. Anybody else get a hum sound from the cold to hot? Okay, that's a great question, says Steve. Wants to know about his fuel pump, brah. Brian, what's up? Great all-around fun and info, Tundra Dude. Hey, man, thanks. Got an 08 Tundra SR5 double cab, 2-wheel drive, Lamborghini doors. Get out. Gull, TRD suspension, call track, traction bars, air intake, custom exhaust, also labeled as TRD package. Brian, right now, literally right now, send me pictures of this truck. I'd like to feature your truck, sir, with these gull wing doors. So send me like 15 to 20 pictures of it and a nice write-up of what you've done to it and what you want to do to it. I have one. All that's left that comes with it is the wheels. Oh, okay. Okay. Toyota Tundra 2-wheel drive NASCAR. Just emailed the 3-inch King suspension. Got rid of leveling kit. All right, cool. When you say you just emailed, do you mean you just ordered? Radiant red also. Yes, you need to send me pictures of this thing, sir. Need to see. I love the Lamborghini doors. That would be a first. And that will be a very fun feature for when we do that. By the way, guys, if you don't know this, just got to tell you up front, if you're new to the channel and you want to show the rest of the viewers your Tundra, I do videos multiple times through the week featuring your Tundras. So send me 15 to 20 pictures, what you've done to your truck, and what you plan to do to your truck. And anything else you want to say, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Make sure you title it TundraDude34 feature so I know what I'm looking at, because I get hundreds of emails a day and it's very hard to keep up. All right, Mike sent me a pic. Let's go at it here. There we go. Hold on. Let's let everything refresh. Still didn't come in yet. Still waiting, Mikey boy. It never happens quickly though. So. Lamborghini on Crew Max, all 4 doors. Ooh, ooh. And that is the question. I look forward to seeing this truck though. And I'm not putting any stuff out today about his truck when he sends me pictures. So I'm saving that for a feature because that's a good one. Still waiting for my email to load. So hold on one sec on that, Mikey boy. It still says checking for mail. We had like I don't want to say we had a tornado, but we had something close to a tornado. And it knocked out Verizon. And it's never been the same since. That was the other day. Suicide rear doors on the Crew Max would be sweet. Still nothing. Today, 2022 Tundra lift. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to say this wrong. Is it Tar? I apologize. TV? That's easy. TD, if you're talking about the Born in Texas sticker, all of the ones down here have it, not just the Texas edition, at least as far as my dealership is concerned. All right, rock and roll. I did not know that. Makes sense, though. Riding in the back seat of the Crew Max is like riding in a limo. That is for sure. I do agree with that one. Still waiting on email. Nothing coming in right now there, Michael. Michael, man. But I'm sure it'll be here shortly. Like I said, Verizon's been all wacky. I don't know what's happening. Game changing. Especially with factory privacy glass and 5% tint. Yeah, the Crew Max is a very comfortable backseat. Very comfortable. I will tell you that. Double cab, you can make it happen. It's not like it's impossible to get people back there. I don't want you to think that if you're in the market for a Tundra. Like I said, I had 4 double cabs. Took many trips to NASCAR tracks, 5-6 hours away. Had 3 people in the back seat, never had one complaint about the space. It's doable. I mean, the Crew Max is definitely better for that, but it is doable. Don't think it's not, please. Okay, see if you can get a hold of Swears and find out for sure about 26-gallon tank or 38-gallon. Appreciate you. You got it, pal. You got a person who doesn't have a name. Still not getting that email, but I'm still clicking the checking for mail. Yeah, nothing coming in right now. Might want to send again. If it's a video, it's just going to take long, though, I will tell you that. I have someone arguing with me that his DC F-150 has more rear seat space. What are you going to do? Hey there, Mark. Hope all is well. Travis, I hope all is well with you, pal. If you're good, I'm good. My buddy just got a 13 F-150 EcoBoost V6. He thought he was tough, wanted to line up against my truck. People just don't learn. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You had to show them the way. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, the EcoBoost ones are pretty fast. I'd like to see your Tundra in action there, Cole. Sounds like you got a little speed demon on your hand. What are you going to do? Lower the rear window and make them jelly. Okay, for all you Crew Max owners out there, when I am driving just slightly in front of another half-ton, I randomly roll the rear window back down, like the back window, just to make them go, ooh, because no one knows the Tundra has that. Cole, did you get them? Want to know or want to do that against my parents? Oh, boy. Please ask Swears about the tank and recall. That would be great. Already on it. Email's already been sent during this whole thing. When I stopped and did a little, hold on, let me just write this message real quick. It's already out there. Always, just make them green with envy. Yeah. Yep, agree. Colsey should have hooked him up and snatched his bumper off. Oh, boy. Yeah, Mike, still no go here, buddy. Tundra interior. Hi, Sam. Tundra interior, whether double or crew cab, is pretty big enough for big gals packing wide lows. Just ask my pal Fred. Oh, God. Always has a new name. It's Fred Sausage, back as Sam. I love it. Sammy boy. Is anyone watching the McGregor fight this weekend, by the way? Go McGregor. Ram HD versus Toyota Tundra HD. That would be interesting. I'd have to go with the Tundra for the reliability factor. I smoked the EcoBoost. Steve says coolness. All right, good. Yes, I will do my best, my very best, to get that out to you guys ASAP. He's a busy man, though. When he gets me, I'll get you, and then everybody's happy. Yeah. Anywho. All right, any final questions? We're winding down here. We have about 3 minutes to go. McGregor all the way. Dude, this is, I'm telling you. Okay, you know how McGregor's like the cocky dude all the time? He looked, I was watching his fight camp, right? Over the past month or so, they had videos coming out. And even in his interviews, he just looks super focused. Super focused. So, it's going to be a quick McGregor win. And he says it's going to be a season. He treats it like a season. So, he's going to have a bunch of fights coming up. And let's be honest, UFC is 10 times more fun when McGregor's fighting. Snoop, what's up? I love my double cab. I had myself and 5 passengers in there without too many complaints. I only wish I would have gotten the 38-gallon fuel tank. 26 in a Tundra just isn't enough. 10-4 on that, good buddy. Cowboy because America. Well, I'm Irish, so McGregor. I have this badass friend that is helping put my TRD suspension package together. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Love Toyota Tundra, but McGregor wins. McGregor's totally going to win. You can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can call me Ray J. But he doesn't have to call me Johnson. Okay, cool. TD on you, hashtag no chrome transformation. Did you do anything with all of the gray in the cab or just the chrome? No, I left, well, I have a lot of, because it's a platinum, everything's black. But for the gray, I just left everything that was gray alone. I really only focus on the chrome. Cowboys at the end. Yeah, you're going to, I mean, Diver, you're going to start out with a good, clean win. Quick. I'm thinking second round at max for McGregor. And then this will be the fight. The next fight after this, he'll get a title shot. That's usually what happens here. Love Ram HD. I apologize for absolutely nothing, McGregor. That's why I love him. I love him because he's cocky, I get it. But, dude, the man knows how to back it up. He knows how to back it up. I was upset in his last fight, not his last fight, but the fight that he had, the second one against Nate Diaz. And There's a couple times in the first round he could have finished him, but he kept letting him get up. And then Nate had like a really good comeback on him a couple times where it ended up going to decision, which he won, but I think it could have been over a lot quicker because he was knocking him down with his left hand, left and right. No pun intended. But, you know, they say McGregor's left hand is dangerous, so we shall see. I look forward to the fight. Oh, it's the end of Cowboy's career for sure. Yes. Big truck, big RV, rear brake, backing plates rusting and separating. Oh, no. I've heard of this before. Hub, what's going on? Order the black AC vent radio surround. Time to tear dash apart. Oh, it sounds like a good time. My final thought of the live stream is this is the best channel on YouTube. I appreciate you, J5. You're always here to help. Good man. All right, boys and girls, thank you for being here. I'm going to call it a night. You know, got to go rest and then go to work in a few hours, right? What time is it? I got some hours. But, yeah, thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put up these live streams because they're always very random. And hit the like button on your way out, and I appreciate it. Again, seriously, thank you for being here. Have a great Thursday night and an enjoyable weekend. Come on back tomorrow. There'll be another video. Take care, everyone. See you later. Have a good one.